Shitoku Tech. Please subscribe, comment, like, and share. Thank you very much. Welcome back. The last few weeks I've been putting the Raspberry Pi 4 through the paces, running Raspian with LibreCAD. Then I loaded Octopi, a 3D printer print server, and finally LibreELEC with Kodi, a media center. And now I'm going to the other end of the spectrum. So I got a couple of these Raspberry Pi 0Ws. Basically, it's half the size of a regular Raspberry Pi and scaled down specifications and performance, but still peppier than the original Raspberry Pi. And I did buy one way back in the day. So we're gonna go ahead and load Raspian and see how that goes. And we're gonna load LibreELEC. Octopi print server is not recommended for performance issues, especially if you're going to use the webcam, and there's nothing like making spaghetti with your 3D printer. Not fun. Okay, here we go. So make sure to watch some of my other Raspberry Pi videos where I actually show you how to download the image and burn it onto a micro SD card using Balena Etcher, and we're skipping over that part in this video. So we have this OTG micro USB to USB adapter, and we also have a micro HDMI to HDMI adapter so we can hook up the Pi Zero. Here you see it all plugged in and starting up. Even from the initial startup, I can appreciate the speed of the Raspberry Pi 4. Here from the initial start to actually the first screen of the setup took a whole minute. On the Raspberry Pi 4, this stuff just flashed by so fast you didn't even see it. So I'm going to actually compress this video here. I'm taking a whole minute and punching it down to 30 seconds. Okay, so we're going to go through the setup. Just in case you haven't seen it yet, get your regional settings. I'll go with United States. American English. Let's get the right keyboard. I'm going to set a time zone too. Yeah, you can see it's not exactly a speed demon. Yeah, we're going to have to crop something out here. Okay, we changed the administrator password. Oh, that's nice. It's detected that it's got a little black border around the screen. It's not quite filling my 32-inch monitor, so it'll fix that on reboot. Now we're going to hook up to some Wi-Fi network here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do the software update. Make a note of the time in the upper right-hand corner there, because I'm going to crop out from now until Tuesday, or however long it took. Okay, so we got the updates installed, and we're going to push a restart. I'm going to crop out a lot of time here, compressing another minute or a minute and a half of the reboot down to 30 seconds because it is really slow. And I'm just going to demonstrate one more thing, just how slow browsing on this is, just to prove that you will never want to use this as a full Raspian desktop. And that's going to be the end of our Raspian experiment, and we'll go on to doing the LibreELEC with Kodi next. Hang on. Okay, so here I'm just opening the browser, and I want to go to YouTube and look at my favorite YouTube channel, Shitoku Tech, and I've taken 8 minutes of video here and crunched it down as much as I can, down to approximately 2 minutes. So even at 2 minutes, you could see that's a really long time to load a web page. And in all honesty, I never quite fully load the YouTube page, and eventually I wind up shutting down. So I am going to bore you by making you watch what I had to go through. But again, I cut it down 4 to 1. So it's a lot less hurt for you than it was for me. Anyway, have no illusion that Raspberry Pi 0W will be a full desktop experience for you with a full install of Raspian. It's really my intent to use this board in an embedded scenario in a model rocketry application, doing some telemetry and GPS readings and transmitting that back to the ground via radio. But I did want to see how it operates under a full install of Raspian. Anyway, this saves you the trouble of trying it for yourself. Okay, while we're waiting for that web page to never load, let's go ahead and take some temperatures in this sidebar here, and you can see the temperatures are running in the 80s and the 90s. That's Fahrenheit, of course, and we have a swamp cooler here, so there's air blowing on this device from the vent. And actually, the hottest part on the board I detected was the SD card coming close to 100 degrees, and that was during the system update, so it was constantly being written to. Just something to bear in mind. Okay, we're going to try to breeze through the setup of Kodi and LibreELEC, so I'm heavily compressing this. Yeah, your basic setup, language, hooked to the network. Get your Wi-Fi password in there. You're on the network now. Going to do some video add-ons, Pluto TV and YouTube. Going to install from repository, Kodi repositories, video add-ons. There's that Pluto TV, and it actually installs the YouTube plugin while it's installing Pluto TV, because I scrolled all the way down to YouTube and see that it's already checked off. Yeah, see there, it's asking me to install it. That's all Pluto installation settings there. It was interesting, it was prompting me for input while it was interrupting me during the install. And here we see YouTube's already installed. Yeah. Now I'm checking out Pluto TV. And unfortunately, we'll see, I still get the same error. I spent the following day banging on this, looking at all the possible solutions and trying them out, and I had no success. So we'll go check out YouTube now. So this time around, I figured I'd go ahead and sign into YouTube to see what the personal experience is like. And you have to put in 2 different codes on another machine to verify your account. And I did manage to do it, but if you don't do it fast enough, it'll throw up another code while you're in the middle of putting in the last one. But we'll just see here that I did succeed. There we go. It says it's good on my phone where I was keying in the codes. Okay, so the Raspberry's catching up with my phone and decides to let me into my account. You can see my subscriptions. If you go in there, it's a list of recent videos from all of your subscriptions. You can also see, you know, your favorites and saved videos, and you can also review my channel when you're logged in. So that's kind of handy. You know, liked videos, watch later, all of that's available here. I did find the performance of the video was really not too bad. It worked quite well. So I'm going to continue playing with the Raspberry Pi Zero as a YouTube streamer, but really what I'm going to do now is get one of the Raspberry Pi 3Bs that I'm using as a print server and try installing a different Kodi environment and see how that works out. So that gives you a little hands-on with the Raspberry Pi Zero W. Hope you enjoyed it. Comment below, subscribe, like, share. Thank you very much.